God forbid I post this on YouTube and they want to strike up. Good morning, y'all. This was a hard day to get up and out. Like, I was up. But I was not ready to get out in this and work. I mean, like, I enjoy what I do. Life is good. I had a decent yesterday, and it was nice outside. My son came over. We celebrated his release day since, his official release day. We both had to work. A year from the first, a year ago now, 4 days ago, my son was released from jail and subsequent prison. And for a while there, he was in and out, and he wasn't even making a year before he was back in jail for something stupid. It was never no major thing. You know what I'm saying? It was stupid. Sandy Springs loved locking up my son. For something. That little Mayberry town, Sandy Springs. I love living there, but I hated that little police station. I mean, the Sandy Springs police, because they have shit else to do but lock up a nigga. I'm sorry. Sorry. That was. I'm sorry, but not sorry, because I revealed what I would do off camera. That's exactly how I would say it. But they have nothing else to do but to lock up people and investigate crap. You know what I'm saying? That is like Atlanta police wouldn't even spend any time and they would have just reported. But he's made it a year and 4 days, and he's doing well. His mind is on the straight and narrow, God. You know what I'm saying? He's the hell up out of Sandy Springs. Finally, after a couple of years, like, Nate, I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with Sandy Springs. At this point, they just have a vendetta out for your behind. But thank God. We also remembered my father, my dad. I do want you all to make it clear that I have two fathers. I was blessed to have two wonderful men in their own way. To raise me. I was very blessed. Jerome Robinson was my dad. He was the one that was there. Me dealing with my teenage years, providing me health insurance, making sure I was well, helping my mom raise me up in the way I should go. I am who I am because of him. Hell, I think the reason why I ended up at a law firm is because the influence of my dad, Jerome. I don't like to reduce him down to just a stepdad, because he wasn't a stepdad. He was a step-up dad. This man stepped up to the plate, loved my mother with 2 children, raised us as if we were his own children. not only him, but his whole family accepted us as if we were their own. And he was a good man. He was a really good man. He was a really good man and a really good father. He made his mistakes, as we all do, but he was a really good man. He really was. Okay. We are not crying this morning. We're not crying this morning. Oh, we are. I'm not going to be ashamed of tears over someone who I miss. I miss my father. I miss my dad. I miss him. And I wasn't even a daddy's girl. I was never a daddy's girl. I mean, with my other father, I'm more of a daddy's girl with him. But with my dad, Jerome, I wasn't really a daddy's girl like my sister. My sister now. I'm surprised she didn't just go into a room yesterday and just cried for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because she was very close with Dad. Very close with him. But you know, when you have good fathers and you know that they're saved and born again and they're not gone, they're just passed over to the other side where they don't have any pain, no illnesses to deal with, no badass kids to deal with. You know, we had a great family, a great life. You know, I mean, no, we didn't have BMWs, but we lived good. We didn't have a pool in our backyard, even though we could have, but we didn't. We lived modestly. We went on vacations. Like, my dad made sure we went on vacations every year. Every year. Every year. Every summer, we went on a vacation, especially once they got a timeshare. But I didn't get on here to talk about that. But moreover, yesterday was Resurrection Day, even though today was the actual, I think today, 3 days he rose from the grave. Today was 3 days. Was the third day where he comes back victorious from the grave. Victorious from the grave. Having the keys of life and death. The reason why I have the measure of faith, the reason why the blessing rolls over to me, a mere Gentile. You know, to receive the blessing of Abraham. Well, so that was a joyous occasion. I got time to spend time with my son yesterday, celebrate him and a couple of friends. I was disappointed in my cooking. It's been a while since I cooked, and I messed up, but it's okay. You know, old school cooks, you know, mama cooked. I think I was disappointed because the way I flex, you know, when I am flexing, like, let me show you what I got, is when I cook for you. When I'm when I am impressing and I give you my best, is when I cook for you. When I cook for you. And I haven't been good, but I love cooking for those that I love and I care for. I'm not saying I need to have a restaurant or anything. I honestly, I love to cook for those that I love, those who I'm in love with, those that, yeah, I like cooking for those who I love. Love it. I love it. I really do. I'm not saying that that's my thing, but that's my expression of love. That's how I express that I like you and I love you, is when I cook for you. So if I don't cook for you, I don't give two shits about you. Period. I don't care about you. I don't care. I did cuss. I'm working on it. God's working on the cuss. Because I know that's just not, there's so much better ways to express myself. But I don't care about you. You're not that important in my life. If I've cooked for you and you've rejected my cooking, like I've cooked for, this person's probably what I've cooked and I threw down, and that Negro did not show up. He think he gonna get cooking. I'll never cook for him again. I'll never cook with that type of love that I cooked that Thanksgiving and that person didn't show up. I knew then that all I was a piece of ass to him. And excuse my language, but that's exactly all I was to him. He says all the right things, but all I was a piece of ass to him. That's because he was over there eating somebody else's nasty ass cooking. But it's all good. Like as a friend, but I'm not cooking for him. He's never going to require me to cook because he don't care about me. He doesn't care how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? His loss. His loss. Because not only do I cook well, but there's other things good that comes out when you give the love. Give love. There's so much more that I would do and become for the right one. The right one that's not afraid to love. Everything. You don't even know. Cooking is just the scratch of the surface. You know what I mean? It's just a scratch of the surface of what I would do for the persons I love. But anyway, y'all saw that verses last night? They just say the verses. How about Ron Isley was a whole meal? He wasn't a snack. There ain't nothing snacky about Zaddy. Okay? Was nothing snacky about Zaddy. He was a whole meal. He was the steak, the potatoes, the broccoli, the green beans. He was the pre-meal, the bread that they bring to the table before they bring your meal. He was the drink. He was the dessert. Look, he was everything, okay? And I am not normally into, okay, this brother is hype early in the morning. Okay, he can't be Zaddy. That wouldn't be Ron Isley on that motorcycle. That's not Ron Isley, okay? Bro, man, rose up in a rose with the fur on, okay? Looking smooth. Smooth. Not smoother. Not like smoothie smooth. No, bro, man was smoother with a V. Okay. I'm not normally into older guys, but honey, he could have me now, me then, me forever. Okay? 7 and 9, looking like a whole meal. And like I was reading somebody's comments, one girl said, I think it was Gabrielle Dennis. I don't know if you happen to run across this or whatever, but she said for a minute there, I didn't know who he was. I didn't recognize him for 60 whole minutes. I didn't know, well, not 60 minutes, but 60 seconds, I didn't know who he was. Who was that guy? I thought he was I'm like, where's Ron? You know, I was like, where's Ron Isley? Isley Brothers, nothing without Ron. We all knew him from, you know, with all his songs, with people that y'all don't want to remember that he used to sing with, and Kelly Price and all this stuff. And like, where's Unc? Unc came up in there like Grand Zaddy. Okay, these boys, they ain't got nothing on Ron. Okay? I had to be happy to wake up next to him like, hey, Zaddy. I would cook him, I would feed him, I would cook him the meal of his life. Feed it to him, peel his grapes. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? That man was, he need to give a master's class on how to be that damn smooth at 79. Okay? Now, EWF, Earth, Wind, and Fire, though, they came with the fire. Like, I realized that as far as musically, I am an Earth, Wind, and Fire girl. But Isley's, there was songs that I didn't even know that they made. It was like, that was the Isley Brothers that I liked. But as far as singing along, I'm Earth, Wind, and Fire all day. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now, I can make jokes on that long wig and the fact that none of y'all gray. Like how his lace front was fire. He had a good weave in. I mean, you know, or whatever, something white. I know it's not Maurice. God rest his soul. R.I.P. Maurice. Oh my God. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Look, I was out there like your favorite auntie. I was. The Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, oh, what? What? That's the way of the world. What? reasons, the reasons that we're here. What? Oh, what? Earth, Wind, and Fire came with it. Isleys, they had Ron. Okay? Singing the songs. He made my whole night. I dreamt of Ron Isley. But Earth, Wind, and Fire gave me life. Yo. Maybe that's the reason I feel sluggish today. Like, and I hate Tony Baker for saying y'all gonna be getting up, going to work, being mad at the receptionist at your job. And I feel like that. I hate you, Tony Baker, for calling that out. That's true, sitting up there. But I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the last hour. I didn't see them close out. I'm a whole grown woman. I have a job. Well, anyway, we're getting close to the job, and I want this to post. So y'all have a beautiful day. Make a choice. I made a choice to get up and get out and get something. And this still is the day the Lord has made, no matter how you feel about it. All right? Be happy with enjoyment. Make the choice. Love you. Bye-bye.